Hello, Steve the Canadian Sasquatch. That's me. Coming at you with the first Thirsty Thursday mead review of January of 2020. That's right, it's the new year, 2020. How is everybody doing? Everybody made it safely through the silly season, I hope? Yes? No? Yes? Good. Good. So, let's just get right into it. We're going back to Meridian Hive because we've got another one here we have not tasted from them. And everybody that has been watching my channel for a while knows Meridian Hive and how they don't mess around and make really good meads. So this one is just plain old honey. Ingredients: water, orange blossom honey, yeast, and potassium metabisulfites. 6.5% ABV, lightly carbonated, served cold, which is most of their meads are lightly carbonated and usually taste best cold. So let's crack into it and get it poured into the cup. I'm not going to pour the whole can because that will be easier to warm up later because you know how we do. It is a brilliantly clear, light straw color. There is nothing but bubbles. And since it's carbonated, that's what we expect. So let's go ahead and get an aroma, a sniff. We're just going to inhale through our nose and see what happens. Oh, yeah. That smells like a nice light honey, orange blossom. A little bit of that stereotypical mead aroma, the fermented honey aromas, with a little bit of that sweetness happening. So I'm salivating on this. So let's go ahead and taste some of it. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this Thirsty Thursday mead review, the first one of 2020. Cheers. So yeah, that is a very light, slightly sweet, carbonated mead. Super light flavors. You just get a little hint of the orange blossom, a little hint of the honey sweetness. That is very delightful. This would be another one that you would want to, most people would want to drink in the summer because it's nice and light and it's got the bubbles and cuts through that like Texas dry heat, or in Houston, Texas wet heat in your mouth. Very, very pleasant. Definitely carbonated. It's giving me the burps. So yeah, we are now gonna go ahead and warm this puppy up and see what it's like all warmed up and go from there. And we're back with a warmed up mead. Warmed up as I do, just putting it in your hands and swirling it around as such. Super toasty hands, so it doesn't take long. It'd take even less time if glass was conductive to heat, but what are you going to do? I can't use a metal can because then you guys can't see it. You wouldn't think I was drinking anything, so glass it is. And let's go back in for a sniff test here. So not really getting much on the aroma now, because of how I warm it up, swirling it in my hands like that. It does release a lot of the CO2, so it becomes a lot less carbonated. So it does take a bit more for it to get those aromas to come out. But yeah, it's warmed up, not all that much. Really didn't expect too much because it was such a light mead to start with. Maybe just a slight hint of the honey's coming through, but yeah, we're not here for the sniffing too much. So let's go ahead and get another taste. Cheers, everybody! Thanks once again for joining me on this Thirsty Thursday mead review. So yeah, as it's warmed up, it's definitely flat, or flatter, whole lot less carbonation. More of the honey's coming through, and it does feel a little bit more sweet, just to be expected because the carbonation is actually carbonic acid. Carbonic. It's an acid that's dissolved in the mead, which cuts through some of the sweetness. So pro tip, if you have a super sweet mead that you want to kind of dull down and you don't want to add wood to add tannins, you could try carbonating it and that will help cut some of that sweetness. So pro tip. It also feels like it's become a little bit more thin as it warmed up as well, which not necessarily a bad thing. But again, this is definitely one that is quite a bit more enjoyable cold. As they say, lightly carbonated, serve cold. Again, Meridian Hive's honey draft mead. Most of their meads are draft, I believe. Very little of it hits bottles. It's all in cans because it's carbonated. But yeah, definitely going to give Meridian Hive another thumbs up. If you pay attention to what they say, serve cold, it is really good. If you drink it warmed up, then not quite as good. Toss some ice cubes in there, or the rest of the can. Heck yeah, the rest of the can. Now it's back to being chilled. More carbonations, and it's very enjoyable. So yeah, definitely thumbs up for these guys. With that, my friends, that is the first Thirsty Thursday mead review of 2020 done. Thank you for joining me. Hit that thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care. Just do what you want. It's 2020. You can live your own life. But if you want to see more of these videos, you can also hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, all that nonsense. And with that, should I have a pint of awesome? I know I will. Cheers, everybody. It was only a half pint. Not even a half pint because there's only 12-ounce cans. I missed 20-ounce pints. Everything should be 20-ounce pints. Yeah. Cheers, everybody.